Even more good news about our fragrance, guys. It is now available to European Union, United States, and United Kingdom customers around the world. If you guys want to pre-order this fragrance, the link is in the description below. Keep pushing it forward, guys. We're about halfway through the funding process. If we don't get this project funded, then it won't happen, guys, and that'll be very unfortunate. This is, again, a very smoky, fresh, metallic, marine fragrance that gives you a lot of compliments. It's versatile day and night, all year round. I get 8 to 10 hours longevity, and it's one of my most complimented fragrances ever, guys. This is a fantastic fragrance. I really hope you guys will support it. If you don't pre-order it, then at least try sharing the Kickstarter with as many people as you can, guys. Let's keep fighting the good fight, and let's get into the video. This video should be fun, guys. I think it's a cool idea that fragrances can be used as part of your presentation to accentuate your own personality. I've asked you guys on Instagram to provide me your personality type, how you would describe yourself, and the idea of this video is that I suggest to you guys, based on your personality, what fragrance you should go for if you don't have it already. Let's get into it. First of all, we have Jesse from RIF Sense saying that he was a former extrovert turned introvert. For a lot of us, guys, as we become more mature, we do naturally become a little bit more introverted. I think that's natural. And I think you become a bit more serious, a bit more introspective. But of course, you still have a playful side to yourself. For you, Jesse, I feel like, I'm not sure why, I know you personally, and I feel like you should have some sort of boozy sense. But at the same time, anything just dark and mysterious and complex would work here. I think you should go for Towers Dessert Au Moroccan, which is a very dry, spicy, sweet fragrance that is very nicely balanced. It is not my style, but I think it's a masterpiece, and I think yourself, based on your style, Jesse, and what I know of you, I think you'll really like that fragrance, and I recommend you try it out. A January says he is perseverant, hardworking, and determined. Now, I think, again, it's going to be a more mature scent for you, bro. I'm not sure how old you are, but I think that attitude does need a more mature, bit more serious scent. I think you need a fragrance that's also hardworking, has good longevity. I would recommend Armani Code, the Eau de Parfum, the new version, because I feel like it has that seriousness from the leather mixed with some playfulness from vanilla that overall makes it just a really distinct signature that gives yourself a bit of a serious tone, and it gives you a good amount of versatility and will get you compliments also. I think it'll really go well with this personality you've described here. Domenico Marcri is 23. He says he is a mess. It depends on everything on who he's with. Okay, for somebody who's a mess, you're gonna need a fragrance that keeps you grounded. It can be used in a variety of scenarios. And you want something that's multifaceted. I would go for Allure Homme Eau Extrême. This fragrance can be quite serious, used in the office, can be playful, can be sporty, can be sexy at the same time. So I think, you know, if you really feel like you have different dimensions to yourself, this is the kind of fragrance you want to go for. It doesn't get boring. It's not my favorite from the line, but it does not get boring in my opinion. I think it's a very nice fragrance. I think you'll enjoy it, bro. Eau Extrême by Allure Homme by Chanel. Viraj Dav says he is chill. Now, as soon as I read that, I think you need to have some sort of spearmint or minty fragrance in general, something with that cooling, chilling effect there. A fragrance I think everybody sleeps on is Parfum de Marly's Darlie, which is sort of their take on the Le Male DNA. It's not a clone, it's their take on it, and it's very nice, very powdery, fresh, sort of like a barbershop fougere, with a prominent mint note that has then a nice powdery vanilla on the dry down. And so I think it's a sort of like a cleaner version of Le Male, essentially, with good longevity, 6 to 8 hours I get. So I think it's a very nicely blended fragrance. I think it's worth owning. Save up a bit to get it. It's good quality, but it's definitely worth the price tag. It really does give off that chill, also playful, inviting vibe that can be used as a signature, versatile use all year round. Starboy 1.2 says he's lonely inside but loved by many. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting, you know, any support you need, man. But if lonely inside, loved by many. For me, if I was feeling like this and I wanted a fragrance to represent it, I'd go for Mancero's Cedrat Boisé, especially the older batches when it was super potent. I always felt like I didn't really enjoy it myself, but that is still my most complimented fragrance to this day. I still think, yeah, if you go for Cedrat Boisé, go for the Intense. I've heard it's a bit closer to the older batches. Essentially, it's stronger. You go for Cedrat Boisé Intense. That will do it for you, man. I think it's too synthetic, a little bit cloying as a fragrance, but other people absolutely love it. It's versatile, it's got great performance, and you'll probably enjoy wearing it yourself as well. It's Mancero's take on the Aventus DNA, blackcurrant, citrus, smoky, leather. It's very nice. Tangu Majoe says he's funny. I think a funny guy is going to be loud, outgoing, approachable. You want a nice, easy to like fragrance, in my opinion, that's quite loud as well to match your big persona. So I think something like Rosasi Hawas will be perfect for you, man. It's aquatic, it's fresh, but at the same time has playful sweetness in it, so it's balanced. Everyone's going to smell it, they're going to compliment you on it. It'll just be an attention grabber with your funny personality. I think it'll work really well. Rolex Luger, farts. Okay, if you're farting and you want to hide the smell, you can blend it in beautifully with YSL's Kuros. The anal gland aroma from the civet note will just seamlessly go in with the farts, so people can never say that you farted anymore. You can just blame it on your cologne. Jakor George says he's mysterious. The perfect fragrance for someone who's mysterious. Again, you want something that's not too loud, a little bit softer on projection, complex, enticing. Again, you need several experiences with the scent to really understand it. This would be something like Black Orchid Parfum, not the original, the Parfum. So this is still that Black Orchid DNA, which is very complex, chocolatey, patchouli with sweet floral DNA in there. But now they've put in a rum note. It's made it smell more masculine. It's softened the projection, so it's not as obnoxious as it used to be. I think it's beautifully done. I think I prefer the Parfum easily over the original, and it definitely adds a very interesting, mysterious aura to yourself as the wearer. 50 cents, what's up, man? Fun and bubbly. Okay, now this fragrance is a little bit overpriced, but I think it perfectly sums up this personality. It's Louis Vuitton's Immensity. So it's their take on the aquatic Ambroxan monster fragrance. It's super mass appealing. It doesn't smell like a niche fragrance, but it's got fantastic performance. I think I got like at least 10 hours the few times I wore it. It's very easy to like, very easy to wear all year round, and it's just very fun, bubbly. It's got medium amount of projection. I think it just perfectly describes your personality. Because of this price tag, I would suggest sampling it first and see if it matches who you are as an individual. Rize DH says he's playful and sensual. Now, a fragrance like that, I feel, is going to be something that can work in both very close encounters and something a bit more loud, and let's say a nightclub or some sort of bar. Now, I think for me, the perfect fragrance for this personality would be Issey Miyake's Noir Ombre. It has a very romantic, warm, ambery scent profile. It makes people want to come closer to you. It's very seductive, but at the same time, it has a good amount of projection. It's quite a beast mode fragrance. It's I'd say moderate projection with about 12 hours longevity. I always say it's your alternative to D&G The One's EDP, which would work here, but I think Noir Ombre has something a little bit more special about it. It's a little bit more unique. It's more complex. It's more difficult to find out, to figure out. I think it would be perfect for you, bro. Try it out if you can. That concludes the video, guys. What did you think of this video idea? Was it cool or lame? I thought it was pretty interesting. I think reading about your personalities is always fun. I love finding out more about you guys, and I appreciate all of you who have contributed to the Kickstarter so far, who have pre-ordered this fragrance. It's truly a passion project. I really hope as many of you can pre-order it as possible to make it a reality, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out more of our videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.